What is it giving? What is it giving? One of my favorite things whenever I replay Final Fantasy X that I look forward to is the weapon and armor customization. Halfway through the game, you as the player finally have the opportunity to customize your weapon and armor to how you see fit, how you want to utilize your characters, customizing a plethora of different traits and abilities to your corresponding weapons. And I kid you not, I always get so excited to this day. To this day, I still get so excited customizing my weapons and see what they're going to turn into and transform into depending on the abilities and traits that are given to them. Girlies, today you clicked on this video knowing damn well we are going to talk about and rank the weapons of Final Fantasy X. No one ever really talks about like the designs of the weapons because I just feel like they're so interesting. Well, some more than others. So why don't you sit back, relax, grab yourself an elixir, maybe an Albet potion, whatever you prefer. Get me one as well. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know the drill. And if you're new here, welcome. And without further ado, let's get on to rank the weapons of Final Fantasy X. Anyone thirsty? I hope my boobs stay in. We have our S through D tier list. As you can see, starting with D, stay away from the summoner. C, hornless. B, ah ha ha ha. A, this is my story. And S, celestial weapon. So I want everyone, just to clarify, we're ranking the weapons based on their design. Not what's more viable, that's boring, it's been done countless times. Design, girlies, okay? We're here to hone in on the intricacy, the story that these weapons can tell, like just how interesting they are. So I just think that this will be a fun video. Like I love the weapons of Final Fantasy X, especially the ones that reappear in X-2 in the dress spheres. But anyways, let's get right to it, okay? We're gonna go down the line from each character, starting with our boy Tidus. Oh, Tidus. That means we have to start with the Brotherhood. I mean, come on, it's the Brotherhood. This is automatically in celestial weapon. How could you not put that in S? It's what it deserves. It's such an iconic weapon. I love that it is like water themed. Obviously has that water strike. We didn't get a water themed Aeon, but we definitely got a water themed sword that you can't even discard the sword. You can't sell it. It is there till the end. I love that it's like a fish hook, I mean, there's lots of hook imagery with Tidus and Jet, I mean, the Xanarkar Names logo, for crying out loud, that's literally like a fish hook basically, and it's also like the letter of T and J, which are father and son initials combined. But yeah, I love this sword so much. It's such an iconic sword, and I think it even is like the sword that if you actually craft a break damage limit, it'll be the Brotherhood sword. Next is the red sword. It's basically actually Tidus's first weapon that he receives in 10, given to him by Auron. It's a red sword. It's really cool, actually. I don't mind it. I do think it's super common. It does get a little bit boring. But I think if it wasn't like the first sword you'd get, like it would be a little bit more interesting, I'm gonna put it in B. Ha 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 ha, because I do have a soft spot for it. The next sword, here comes our first X-2 reference. It's the sword that Rikku wields in her warrior dress sphere. Like, some of these swords don't have names, or they just have like multiple names, so I never know really what to call them. It's kind of like this like interesting crystal-like sword. It feels like this crystal, I don't know. Maybe it's not a crystal. It's a really interesting sword. It kind of has like these veins are running through it. It's so funny. You play X-2 so much, you forget that it's like a Tidus sword. I associate it way more with Rikku. I think I'm just gonna put it in B. Next, we have a teal sword from Tidus, which I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't think I ever get this sword for Tidus whenever I'm customizing. I don't think I've ever utilized this weapon from Tidus. I don't know if it's just like I'm not picking up this weapon, I'm not getting the drop, I'm not customizing correctly, but it's kind of boring, isn't it? Kind of boring. Girl, stay away from the summoner. It's a little boring. I think the most interesting thing about it is that little hoop, by the handle. Ooh, okay, I actually really like this sword from Tidus. It's like this, I describe this as like an unused Dark Knight sword that Tidus gets. I think it's so interesting. It's sad that this wasn't a reused asset for anything in 10-2. I love that it has like this super long handle. There's like 2 handles. Like I feel like you can kind of wield this sword in different ways potentially if you wanted to. It has like these 2 prongs. It like is split in the middle a little bit, or at least at the tip. It's split at the tip. I just think this one's so cool. It's very underrated. I'm gonna put this one in A. This is my story. Next is this fun yellow sword. Okay, I love this sword from Tidus. I think this is a sword that I crafted many a times, many a playthrough with Tidus. It's yellow and it has like this green handle. There's like these cutouts in the sword as well that are just so funky. I love this one so much. I feel like this could easily be like a design for like a celestial weapon. It's about that I really like. Guys, I think I like this more than his Caladbolg. I think I do. I should have preferenced this already, but just because a weapon is celestial, girl, that doesn't mean I'm going to put it automatically in the celestial weapon category. No, I'm going to put some non-celestial weapons in the celestial weapon category, and it's going to be the Sailor Sword. I really like it. Speaking of the celestial weapon, this brings us to Tidus's final weapon, and that is the Caladbolg. I still, after all these years, don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but there you are. Finally, after 20 years, over 20 years of playing 10, I finally got the Sun Sigil to fully power up the Caladbolg and have it actually be viable and utilize it. So it's a really good feeling. I definitely have a newfound respect for this weapon, finally, after all that turmoil and stress going through the Chocobo race. Not gonna lie though, I don't think it's the best design. I don't. I prefer the Brotherhood over this one, honestly. Like, it's still super cool, don't get me wrong. This is the weapon that Yuna wields in her Dark Knight dress sphere, for crying out loud. It's iconic. So I'm gonna put it in A, but I just, for some reason, I don't like it as much as the other designs of Tidus. I don't. Is that bad? Probably, but I don't care. It's super cool that it's curvy. It has all these edges, interesting, like, it's obviously blue. It has those little accents of yellow gold. It's a super cool sword, but honestly, I like other swords from Tidus more. This concludes Tidus. We're moving on to our second character, our leading lady, Miss Yuna, basically my favorite Final Fantasy character ever. I know the girlies sometimes get heated if you misgender a rod or staff or vice versa. Like, okay, I'm going to go back and forth between saying rod and staff. Girlies, I know there is a difference between rods and staff, but the game literally calls her weapons both rods and staffs. Okay, I know there's a difference. Some girlies get so heated when I say a staff or a rod and it's the other one. Girl, it's not that serious, okay? So starting off with her iconic yellow and blue staff or rod. Instantly, that's a celestial weapon, girly. It's too iconic. It would be a crime to put it down any further. It's so iconic. The only downside is that I never really like actually use it, as iconic as it is. I never like have this weapon. Like, I always have a different staff in the game, but it's so recognizable. I love the design. There's no way in hell that I'm ranking that not an S. Are you kidding me? There's no way. I don't care. Fight me. It's beautiful. The yellow and blue, gorgeous. We love a weapon that matches the character's outfit, okay? And that's what Yuna's base weapon does best. Next is this staff. It's this blue staff, blue/teal staff with like a ball at the top of it. This is the most boring staff of Yuna's. I said it. Stay away from the summoner. It's so sad too, because this is the staff that I think I use a lot and a lot of other people use at the start of the game, because it's the staff that you get It's the staff that you get with the destruction sphere in Besaid Temple during the first Cloister of Trials. And so I think a lot of people utilize this staff a lot throughout like the first portion of the game. And as good as the staff it actually is, like, I hate the design. I don't like it. It's so boring. My next playthrough, I'm gonna get that destruction sphere chest. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna use it. It's the worst staff of Yuna's. Let's be real. No creativity. It's a ball on a stick. Next is the staff that Rikku uses in her Black Mage dress sphere. And it's this really cool, intricate staff that is just so wavy. It's blue, it's green, it's yellow. It does not fit I feel like it doesn't fit Yuna. It really doesn't fit Yuna, and I obviously associate it way more with Rikku. I feel like I also never really get this staff. I never customize this weapon to get it to look like this, sadly. I think I'm gonna put it in B. I'm gonna put it in B. Oops, let me put that. You know what, I'm gonna put that there. I'm fixing this. I'm fixing it. Next, okay, this is one of my favorite staffs from Yuna. It's like this really pretty, like lavender and white and then magenta staff. I feel like I never get this staff, sadly, but I think it's such a cool design. And Pain uses this in the white mage dress sphere. I just love it. I feel like this design is so good. It could almost be like an ultimate weapon design for sure, hands down. This is kind of like the pre-evolution of her celestial weapon. I feel like that's my headcanon. It almost reminds me of Veilfor for some reason. I'm gonna put it in A because I love this staff, and I love Pain using it too because it matches her purple white mage outfit. Next is this interesting, like, I feel like, you know what this rod reminds me of? It kind of feels very Guado Salam inspired for Yuna. This is the staff or rod that Rikku uses for her white mage dress sphere. It's interesting. It has an interesting design, I will say that. Maybe not. I feel like I never get this staff from Yuna either. You know what? I'm gonna put it our first hornless. It's like not bad. It's not the stick with the ball on top of it. But yeah, it has trouble standing out. Okay, but next, Nirvana, girl, S. It speaks for itself. It's beautiful. It's magical. Girl, getting this, oh, the feeling of accomplishment of finally powering up the Nirvana, even though it's kind of like the easiest one to do in the Celestial Weapon track. But that design is so pretty. It's so pretty. It feels like a phoenix. It feels like very phoenix inspired. I don't know if that was the initial thought or design for it. Something about a phoenix coming back to life. I feel like that just so correlates so strongly with Yuna, with her, you know, finding a new path, forging her own path in destiny throughout 10 and 10-2 for crying out loud. Oh, this is for sure a final evolution in the rod category, hands down. I love obviously like the gold and blue that is kind of seen in her base weapon, but also the little accents of magenta that I just, cherry on top. I love it. I love it. That concludes Yuna's weapons. We're moving on to everyone's favorite blitzball player, or maybe not so favorite blitzball player, Wakka. Wakka. Probably one of the more polarizing characters of the cast. He starts out using a blitzball. You know what? Everyone clowns him for using a blitzball, but A for creativity. A for creativity. I've always actually wanted like a blitzball. I always wanted like Square Enix to like release an actual like blitzball like merchandise, like an actual blitzball, like make it like a volleyball or something. Like I would buy it, make it inflatable. I just want to hold it. I love the design of a blitzball, no lie. It's like obviously a ball, but it has all these bumps. I don't know, as someone who enjoys like sensory things, and like the feel and touch of like different textures and whatnot. I want it. I want a blitzball. I'm saying this as a glorified blitzball hater. I'm gonna put the blitzball design, I'm gonna put it in A. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in A because I love it. I love the blitzball design. As a blitzball hater for over 20 years, I love the blitzball design. You know, I give credit where credit is due. Next, Wakka has like this really weird kind of like brown bandaged ball. I always think it's called like the Scout, for lack of a better term. I always get this ball called the Scout. Stay away from the summoner. I've always hated the design of this. Okay, now more interesting balls from Wakka, because these balls are kind of like more weaponized and actually look like they can do damage. Starting off with his like weighted ball. This ball is crazy. This is crazy. The way that Wakka can just like throw these without any hesitation, you know, especially when it comes back to him and he catches it. Like, girl, how do you not hurt yourself? Like, if a cinder block was a ball, it would be this. It's not the most exciting ball from Wakka, I will say, but I'm gonna put it in hornless because it's a little lackluster for me. It's just like a ball with a weight on it. His next ball, I call it the circus ball because It's red and white. I don't know, something about this reminds me of the circus. And it has 2 points, one on the top and one on the bottom. And there's like a bunch of bumps on it. I think it's more interesting than the weighted ball. I'm gonna put that one in B, because I think that's more interesting. I feel like it could do damage. Like, it's a little bit more practical than the weighted ball because it has like 2 points. Like, I feel like Wakka can use this a little bit easier without maybe injuring himself. And then next, he has a ball with just a bunch of spikes on it. Okay, it's black and blue. Ooh, and there's just a bunch of spikes, and they're all like different sizes. I really like this ball, and this is probably the ball that like I utilize the most with Wakka, because I'm not ashamed to admit that I've never actually got his celestial weapon. I've gotten everyone's celestial weapon, everyone's weapon fully powered up except Wakka. Never say never. I'd be down to grind in Blitzball for a little bit just so I can get, you know, a platinum for once in 10. I'm going to put Wakka's spiky ball in ha 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 because it is a great ball. It's a great ball. And last but not least, Wakka's celestial weapon, world champion. Never got it, but despite my feelings about Blitzball, I have to give credit where credit is due. This is a pretty cool design. This is a pretty cool design. I am going to put this in Celestial Weapon because it's pretty iconic. This is the true Master Ball of Wakka. This brings us to Daddy Auron. He utilizes like long swords and like katanas. The game says they're katanas, so don't come for me for misweaponizing them. So starting with his base weapon. Look, I love Daddy Auron, but let's be real. It's not. It's a sword. It's a sword. It's a sword. We have to give credit where credit is due or where it is not due. Girl, it's a sword. But it is Auron. Let's give it hornless. I'm a Daddy Auron stan, but it's just a sword. It's just a sword. It's definitely not brotherhood status. The saving grace is that Rikku does use Auron's sword in her samurai dress sphere, and she has kind of like an outfit that really resembles Auron. So that's like the best thing about this sword, I will say. Next, he has a sword that is kind of like, it feels very scythy. It feels very scythy. I really like this one. I like this one though. This could have easily been his actual base weapon, I feel like. Because I feel like Final Fantasy weapons, they need to be like, they need to stand out and have like some kind of like weird quirk to it to make it iconic, and his sword just doesn't do that for me, his base one, but this one does, with the little like scythy point to it. Edge. It has edge. This one's a lot better. I'm gonna put this one in B. Something about it is like simple and clean. Next, he has like his Beastmaster sword. I believe this sword, maybe if I'm wrong, I just know this sword mostly because of like it being a capture weapon, at least in my experience. Maybe it's a different weapon as well. It comes in other, you know, forms. But this is the one that I use so much when capturing weapons, girl. Capturing, look, I know this one very well. Capturing 10 of every fiend. I love that the blade is an interesting shape and that there's like this beastly design separating the blade and the handle of the sword. I like it. It's not one of my favorites, but I will put it, I'll put it above his base weapon. Hornless. And last but not least, Auron's celestial weapon, the Masamune. Okay, I'm gonna say something controversial. Auron's Masamune is so much better than Sephiroth's Masamune. I said it, and I'd say it again. I love this design so much. Rikku uses it in her Dark Knight. I love the sword so much. Like, one, obviously Rikku uses it, but I love how it's like basically so symmetrical, but it has all these intricacies, like a very interesting shape. It's like split in the middle. I love it. I love this one so much. It's obviously his best design. I'm gonna put this one in Celestial Weapon where it belongs. I love it. I love it. I love this one. Something about that like magenta handle too that complements. It's like it's fun. It's this fun pop of color that complements the black and like the golden accents throughout it. It's so cool. It's so cool. It's definitely for sure one of my favorite designs. You know what? I'm gonna put it a little bit higher because yeah, it deserves that. It deserves. It's one of my favorite designs, hands down. This brings us to our girl Lulu and her dolls. Lulu really was a pioneer for protecting the dolls and really showcasing them and uplifting them. Lulu really said, protect the dolls. Mother. That is a house mother we stand. Starting off with a Moogle. Okay, so like something about 10 that's really interesting is that Moogles basically don't exist in like Spira. At least that's not what we know of. Like there's no Moogles seen other than Lulu's doll. So I feel like it's so important. It's so important. It's important representation for the Moogle in Final Fantasy. And it's a Moogle. Come on, it has to be an S. It has to be an S, hands down. It's a Moogle. It's a Moogle. Next, we have a Moomba. I feel like I never get the Moomba at all, because I feel like the Moomba always comes in like the form of like the Fire Strike or the Ice Strike, like an elemental weapon for Lulu. And if you're just playing like a standard playthrough, like you're not really using Lulu, her doll, to like physically attack or whatnot. So like those elemental attacks are kind of useless in a regular playthrough. But the Moomba's cute. It's just a little forgettable. I forget the Moomba exists. I do. I'm so sorry, Moomba. Oh, it's a Moomba. I'm going to put it in D. I'm going to put it in D just because it is probably like one of her more forgettable dolls. I'm sorry to all the Moomba lovers. But yeah, it's kind of forgettable. I think that's why I'm ranking it so low. Next is... Oh. Come on, it's the Cactuar. It's the Cactuar. This is probably the weapon I use the most until getting like her celestial weapon. I always somehow have a Cactuar. The Cactuar doll. I'm putting the Cactuar in A. I would put it in celestial weapon, but I feel like the Moogle is more deserving. I mean, I could put them in both, but I will admit, like, because I use it so much, it's not as exciting. Next, she has a Poo-Poo. Okay, I forget about the Poo-Poo too. I forget about the Poo-Poo doll. I feel like I never get the Poo-Poo doll. I finally got the Poo-Poo doll, like, in my most recent playthrough of 10. And it was through, like, the monster arena. I've never got the Poo-Poo doll in any other way. And I kind of, it's kind of like the Moomba. I forget that this is a doll for Lulu as well. I only remember it because of Final Fantasy X too. The Poo-Poo's cute. I'm gonna put the Poo-Poo in C. As cute as it is, I think it's also one that doesn't stand out as much as the other dolls. Next, she has her Kate Sith. She has her Kate Sith doll. This is another, kind of like the Cactuar, I kind of tend to have a Kate Sith for Lulu, if not a Cactuar. Love the Kate Sith. It's so cute. I mean, it's Kate Sith. How can you not say Kate Sith? The only thing I don't like about it is the bandage on the belly button. Let that belly button free. Let it breathe. I'm putting the Kate Sith in A. There we go. And last but not least, we have our Onion Knight. Okay, I know this is such a polarizing weapon because a lot of people either love or hate it, okay? As someone who got this before, like fully powered up and uses it currently, like I do love it, but I understand some people might hate it because they don't want to dodge 200 lightning bolts. I will say this doll is very interesting. It stands out from the other dolls because it's not like a creature, whereas other dolls are like creatures, Final Fantasy creatures. The Onion Knight's more so like a job class. So it's interesting. I kind of wish that Lulu would have gotten the Tonberry as a doll. I think I read somewhere that she was supposed to get the Tonberry doll, but they decided they didn't, obviously. I think I honestly just prefer her other actual like creature dolls as opposed to the Onion Knight, even though the Onion Knight's more viable. I'm gonna put the Onion Knight in B. I know, controversial, hot take. It's cute. It's super cute. It almost feels like too detailed to be one of Lulu's doll. I do like the little, the sprite on the shield. It's probably my favorite part about the Onion Knight. It's fun to finally power up. It's such a moment. It's a moment. Finally getting that Venus Sigil. But yeah, I kind of prefer her other dolls, surprisingly. This brings us to everyone's favorite blue mage, the Ronso Dragoon, Kimahri. And he has lances or spears. Again, don't be mad if I say one or the other. Girl, the game even says that uses both terms. Jesus. So starting off with his base weapon. Okay, we might blow through Kimahri a little bit quickly because Kimahri probably has the least interesting weapons. I love Kimahri. I will always defend Kimahri, but his weapons are kind of boring. They're kind of boring. Let's put that one in D. His next weapon that looks nearly identical to his original base weapon. Let's put it also in D. Stay away from the summoner. Okay, his next weapon. Okay, we're getting a little bit more interesting, kind of, not really. He has like a halberd, or maybe a trident is the best way to describe this one. Let's put that one in C. Hornless, because it's definitely getting a little bit more interesting. Next, okay, this is one of my personal favorites from Kimahri. He has like a red spear. I love it. I just like the red blade. I think the red blade really stands out. It's very memorable out of his lances and spears. I'm gonna put this one in. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put this one in B. I'm gonna put it in B. I think it's fair in B. His next spear is really interesting. I really like the spikes on it and like the wavy blade. I'm probably gonna put that one in ha 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 as well. And last but not least, he has his Spirit Lance, his celestial weapon. It's probably his best weapon, let's be real. It's kind of his best weapon, hands down for sure. Hello, I love all the feathers. The spear / trident design is really cool. I love the cutout in the middle of it, all the spikes on it. It's really cool, I like it. That one definitely goes in celestial weapon for sure. And our last playable character, that's everyone's favorite Albet princess, Miss Rikku. Starting off with her base weapon, the claw. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of the claw. You kind of forget Rikku has a weapon half the time because we just know her for her mixes and just being the iconic little thief that she is. Her first claw, I'm gonna put it in C, hornless. You know, it is giving a little Laura, X-Men Laura, aka X-23. Next, she kind of has like this brass knuckle, but instead of like knuckles, it's like spikes on it. This is one that I usually get a lot in my playthroughs with Rikku. It's nothing to write home about, but I do think it's a little bit more better than her claw, her initial claw. I'm gonna put her claw in B. I'm gonna put it in yeah, right there. Her next claw is super duper cool. Now this is definitely like an evolved version of her first claw. I love this one so much because I feel like it like inspired Law's weapon in Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, do you see the resemblance? Do you see the resemblance? I see it. It's super cool. It's definitely more intricate. It's a much better design than her first claw. This one is definitely deserving of at least an A. At least an A placement. Come on, look at the material. Laws approves. Okay, her next claw is actually not a claw. It's like brass knuckles. It's brass knuckles. I think that's the inspiration. She's kind of got like the knuckles on like the fist on the sides as well. I think that's actually pretty cool. Is it my favorite? No, but this one could do damage. And I do like the armor, how it kind of looks like armored. Kind of has like, it looks like it was really like protective of her actual arm too, because it kind of has like this armor going down it as opposed to like the other claws kind of just looking like sleeves. I'm going to put this one in A as well. And last but certainly not least, I mean, Riku's God Hand. Hello. What kind of machina is this? Is this the machina that Yevon has been preventing us from using? I love it. How can you not say Quant? That's Quant! I think one of my favorite childhood memories of playing 10 was finally powering up the God Hand. First, just even like getting it in the first place and seeing how big it was and how definitely like different it was than her other weapons and how much it stands out. Like it looks so different from her typical weapons. So I just feel like this one is easily deserving of a rifle placement of celestial weapon. I'm going to put it right in the middle. And that about concludes our ranking of the final... Wait, what? What? I missed one? I missed a... What are you talking about, Cactuar? Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe I forgot one. You're right. There's no way we can properly conclude this ranking of the weapons of 10 without an unofficial party member, Seymour Guado. Seymour Guado's iconic blue and red staff or rod. I mean, look at the material. Okay, this is so quanty. Look at the material. I love the intricate design on the top, the red and blue, like I said. It just really, like, I don't know. It complements Seymour to a T. And something about the staff, actually, something about it, for some reason, the design also reminds me of Anima a little bit. I don't know. That's probably not intended to. If there was any weapon trying to dethrone Nirvana, it would have probably been Seymour's rod, hands down. I feel like this weapon just fits Seymour Guado to a T because I feel like it blends like a beautiful design with also like a very like intricate, eerie, creepy feel to it as well. That just fits a Final Fantasy antagonist so well. She is an honorary party member after all. Girlies, this officially concludes our ranking of the Final Fantasy X weapons and their designs. Do you agree with this list? Do you disagree? Let me know your favorite weapons, your least favorite weapons, your experiences. I love hearing them as you chat below in the comments. Albet girlies, Guado sisters, and Ronto families, thank you so much for tuning in to today's ranking video of the Final Fantasy X weapons. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I haven't really seen anyone rank the actual weapons just based on their designs. Don't forget to let me know your favorite weapon designs in 10. And until the next video, whatever it may be, I hope to see you very soon. And thank y'all so much for being you. Let's end this.